is in the air. Everywhere I look around, love is in the air. Every sight and every sound. And I
Hey everyone, it's Take 10 with Shane and Michelle, an entertaining view of life's magical moments in Florida and beyond. Shane, we are definitely in the beyond today, girl. Love is in the air.
It is, and we are entertaining, I would think, at this point, because, you know, the Golden Bachelor is just that. It's entertaining.
That's what we're going to be talking about, everybody. Shane just dropped it. The Golden Bachelor, the ABC series that just aired Thursday evening. And Shane and I decided that we're going to follow along with our lovely Gary, age 72, the first Golden Bachelor. We believe he's from Iowa. And
Nope. I just read. He is a 71-year-old restaurant owner from Indiana.
Oh, Indiana. He is Indiana. Yes. Okay. So we're going to be following along with Gary, 71 years old from Indiana, a retired restaurateur. And Shane, okay, so this is the Golden Bachelor. Were you ever into the Bachelor or the Bachelorette?
Yeah, just I would see Michaela have it on towards the end and be excited. And again, you have it in your mind that's never really going to last. I think the actual percentage isn't very good, but it's an entertainment.
Yeah, it's entertainment. I never really followed either one, although when I would see things, if I was at work and people were talking about it, I might turn on an episode, especially toward the end.
Yes.
Because then they're getting down. First of all, two reasons. It's I don't really have time to do the entire series. And I think all the drama happens at the end. I think it gets real. And so that makes for good TV.
I agree. I think it's like cat fighting at the beginning, like woo, and then finally towards the end, maybe they might find true love. You never know.
Well, you just said something really important. The Golden Bachelor is so, I think, going to be different from what ABC has put out in the past. There are 22 women who are starting on this journey. Anywhere from the youngest is age 60 all the way up to 75. And they're, I think at that age, what's really refreshing to me, and I would think for you too, is they're just so settled in their own skin that I think they're all in it for the right reasons. They're looking for love. And if anybody saw Gary's heartfelt opening, I thought it was really emotional. What do you think when he shared his backstory?
I did. It was his high school sweetheart, and those golden years, a lot of those are their high school sweethearts. And he's a grandfather, a widower, he has daughters and grandchildren. And I think he just doesn't want to be alone. And I think sometimes we get to that point, and that's where we are. And so maybe this is I felt a little bit more compassion towards this than when I was watching The Bachelor, The Bachelorette. So maybe that's what they're trying to get to.
Yeah. The other is just good old fashioned reality TV. And again, I know this is also reality TV, but it just seems to have a different vibe about it. I will be curious who watches. I would love to see the ABC demographics when this is over of the people that were watching it. What'd you think? First episode, the ladies, anything that stood out to you?
Well, here's my thing with any of them that I've kind of seen. There's always so many at the beginning. And I always kind of feel bad for the ones who really don't get to have a chit chat or a talk, because it's like, at least it's what we see. I don't know how long it is. Maybe it's an all day event and then they finally at the end. But, but but yeah, it was, you felt bad for some of the ones, but Jimmy Kimmel's mom, what do
Oh
you mean?
my
She stole
gosh.
the show the
Why?
first
Well, it
one.
was his aunt. It was Jimmy Kimmel's aunt, not his mom.
Or aunt. Oh,
But
so good.
oh my gosh, she was the comic relief when she was asleep during the first rose ceremony. I just lost it. Um, I made initial opinions right out of the gate, and so I can tell you the very first woman that got out of the car in that beautiful gold gown, right? She just
Uh-huh.
took the theme. We love to dress to theme for
Yep.
Golden Bachelor, and she had her name was Edith,
Yep. I remember.
retired realtor, and gorgeous, gorgeous woman, Hispanic, right? She was speaking in Spanish as well, I think, and she did the confetti bomb to start it off. I just thought that was just, I don't know, I really liked her. Did anybody stand out for you right in the beginning?
Well, I will say, well, there's a couple of standouts. Okay. So
Yeah.
the old lady who came out in the comic relief and with the stroller, then they strips down to her evening wear, per se. That was pretty funny.
That was
Uh,
Leslie. That was Leslie, and
yeah.
Leslie dated Prince.
Oh,
She said
okay.
that, yeah, she dated Prince, and he apparently wrote a song about her. I just thought, and she was from Minneapolis, and Prince is from that area, so that's kind of interesting. And
So
she made it through. She made it
yeah,
through.
that was interesting. And then the lady who perceived to be naked underneath, that one, stuck in your mind. I don't remember if she stuck
Teresa.
around.
Yep, no, that was Teresa, and she is the one who really wanted the first impression rose. It was
Oh,
her
okay.
birthday, and they kissed because he had the icing on
Oh, he
his
did.
lips from the
He kissed a lot
cupcake.
of ladies that first
They
show.
did. So
So,
she stuck around. She did.
and then I will have to say, now I did ride motorcycles. I didn't ride a Harley or anything like that. But I will have to say that Faith, who rolled up on on a motorcycle, that does catch your eye. And I think also, and maybe this is me, Michelle, but it also perceived that when you're 60, you're not quite as old as you think you are when you're 60. I think that, at least to me, with all these ladies getting out of the limos and the impression that they made,
Yes.
what, I'm 55, you're 56. Um,
Oh,
I
yes.
felt really young. I'm like, whoa, that's how these 60-year-olds, I'm really young.
So inspirational. I loved their confidence. I love their poise. I love their style. They looked fabulous. Now, let's not, you and I chatted a little bit about this. Some of the women, probably had some work done. But you know what? That's Go for it. Go for it. You do what makes you feel comfortable. And they were gorgeous. Now, the one that got out of Faith on the motorcycle, she got the first impression rose. She
She
was the one
did.
who got it. And I think she's
Yeah.
a gorgeous. You could tell he looked at all the women in a very similar way. He seemed very genuine in interest, but there was definitely a connection between those two. Now, there was a wacky one. Do you remember the wacky one?
There's always a wacky.
Well, April, she was the one that was clucking like a chicken. And
I
she
do.
was in Shane. What state is she from, of course?
Is she from Florida? Oh, she's from Florida.
Oh,
She's from Port St. Lucie.
she's from Port St. Lucie. And
That's right.
she's a therapist. And you know what? I hope she sticks around for the entertainment factor. She was great. She was her. She was being her. And I really loved that.
Well, I think, as you said, all the ladies are 60 and over. And I'm telling you what, the one lady who was 75, God love her. I want to look like her when I'm
Yeah,
75. So,
no
woo,
joke. Just, and who knows? I think they I don't have this exact count. We'll put it up here once we figure it out. I think they let 4 go. Potential 4 to 5 did not make it through. The woman in the tracksuit, she didn't make it through. Now I don't know what she was trying to do, pull with that.
well, she was a cheerleader coming in. So she
That's
came in
right.
and was a cheerleader coming in.
And
So,
She maintained that because during the rose ceremony, she still had the tracksuit on.
She did. She did.
She
Yep.
did. She had the tracksuit on. Oh, the other one that stood out for me, I've got one other one, and I took a note on that.
Okay.
Natasha. She was the pro-aging coach and midlife. She was a midlife speaker. She made Gary sit on the floor and laugh uncontrollably. And I just thought, you know what? She was different. She got a rose at the, or not a rose, but yeah, she did.
Yeah.
She got the rose. She made it
She got
through.
asked on. Yeah.
Yeah. So I just thought they're so different that I'm really looking forward to following along.
Well, I just think the whole Golden Bachelor seemed different than Bachelor or Bachelorette. I think they've done a good job on changing it up a little bit. So far it's been entertaining to watch. Joe didn't watch it with me, so when I went out, he goes, "So what'd you think?" And it's exactly what I said to you. It's like, you know what? I think it's sweet. I think he is truly looking for a compassionate relationship to end his, the older years with. And you know what? You never know. We might be in that same situation someday. So don't judge somebody. I think it's pretty fun and exciting. And I feel pretty young. Like, I feel pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I'm looking forward to following along. And you guys, we're going to keep these short and sweet. Our reviews, they will drop. Shane and I discuss. We're going to drop our reviews on Monday. The episodes air at 8 p.m. on Thursday evenings on ABC. And I have to tell you, I haven't watched network TV in years. So, with all streaming and, we're more into watching Netflix and Amazon Prime and YouTube. Watch YouTube, guys. We're dropping videos all the time. We are looking for you to subscribe, comment, share, like, join in on the conversation. And if you want to join Shane and myself and talk about the Golden Bachelor, please send us a note. You can comment below. We'll pull you in. We promise we're fun people. It's not intimidating, just a nice conversation about what we think each week. So Shane, Golden Bachelor episode 1 in the books. What's that?
Yeah, I think that's a wrap.
That's a wrap, you guys. So love is in the air. Looking forward to the next several weeks. I feel confident Gary's going to find the love of his life, and we're going to be right along there with him. So in the meantime, make all your moments magical.
In Florida and beyond, in the Golden Bachelor life.
Until next time, everybody. See you real soon.
Love is in the air, everywhere I look around. Love is in the air, every sight and every sound.